During my career, I have missed 9,000 shots. I have lost almost 300 games. And 26 times I have been given the game-winning shot and missed. I have failed and failed and failed. My career is a huge success. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the world. And when it comes to failure, the internet is a wash with motivational quotes. We think they're highly palatable with regards to others, but we find them very hard to swallow when it comes to ourselves. What is failure? How do others react to it? And what can we learn from it? Well, the interesting thing, of course, failure is an objective or a goal set by us. We are judge, jury, and executioner in determining our success. Now, there is a podcast by Elizabeth Day called How to Fail. In it, guests are invited to share their 3 biggest failures. On the whole, says Day, women, when asked to identify their 3 failures, go, "Oh my word, the list is so long, where to start?" On the whole, men go, "It's really difficult." I think largely I work too hard. And I'm very driven. Come on, men, fess up. You can do better than that. Let us take our national treasure, Delia Smith, now a sprightly 80-year-old woman. Delia's name, she is as eponymous to much-loved good recipes, foolproof recipes, as Dyson is to vacuum cleaners. Now, when Delia was asked one of her 3 failures, she said, wait for it, she said, "I failed my 11 plus." Delia, love. Really? You single-handedly cleared every supermarket out of preserved lemons in a single day through one recipe. There is not a kitchen in Britain that doesn't have how to cook, a greasy, crusted, thumbed copy on its shelf. That is your success. So, Delia, can we suggest that on behalf of the nation, you take that 11 plus failure and you let it go? Now is the time. I would like to talk about a different failure, which is one when you are in the moment and you think you are failing. You are at a Grand Slam final. The player has just served a fault. That player knows, unless they get a grip right now, they're in for double fault. They publicly and privately, to a hushed crowd, turn away. They go, "Come on!" And with that, they serve a miss. That is mental resilience when it comes to dealing with failure. But the best example that I have is Martine Wright. Martine said her failure was a failure to get up when the alarm clock went off. It is the 6th of July, 2005. And Martine, like many of us in Britain, were out celebrating in London, getting the Olympic win. On the 7th of the 7th, Martine pressed the pause button. She didn't get up. She got a later train that she never normally gets. She sat in a seat she normally sits in. The only thing Martine can remember about that journey was the bang and looking at the trainer hanging above her head. Twisted, contorted wires in what used to resemble a tube carriage. Martine had lost both legs. Fast forward, July 2012. Martine is now a member of the Paralympic Team GB volleyball. Martine, when asked about her failure, said, "The success was not playing for Team GB. The success was not being one of the 56 who perished that day." So when it comes to failure, there are 3 things to remember. 1, we are in control of our own failures. 2, when we feel it coming on, stop it in its tracks. And 3, if like Delia, you are carrying a failure around quite some time, may I highly suggest you take it off, you put it down, and you leave it behind. Because when it comes to failure, failure equals humility. Humility equals listening. Listening equals learning. And learning equals success. And as Michael Jordan would say, I can accept any failure from anyone because we all fail all of the time. But what I cannot accept is not trying.